Are you a woman feeling unsatisfied in your relationship? Either you're unmarried, you wish you were married, you're in a long-term relationship that doesn't feel like it's going anywhere, or you're married and you feel disconnected from your husband or having trouble getting past the early stages of a relationship. If any of those apply, I want to talk to you about things that feel good to us as women when we're on the receiving end that don't feel good to men when they receive from us based on differences between men and women. I'm going to talk about 6 things. The first thing I want to talk about is pursuit. I want to tell you 6 different ways you may be pursuing a man without realizing you're pursuing. These are things you may not associate with pursuit, but they feel like it to a man in a way that doesn't feel good to him. If you think about it, all 6 are things that would feel great if a man was doing it, which shows the differences. I'm also going to talk about 6 things you can do instead that work much better. Let's start with number 1. We are well known as women for initiating conversations about the relationship. Where is this headed? What are we? Where are we going? Ultimatums, things like that. It would feel great to us if a man brings up the conversation. I'd like to move this forward. It's not the same for them. To them, it feels like pressure. I heard a man describe questions like that as interrogation. If you think about what interrogation is, it's a government agency putting someone under the heat lamps and starving them for a while, trying to sweat the truth out of them. That is not the way that we want to be described. Number 2, initiating conversations in general. Number 3 goes with it, following a man around, following him around the house, going into his space, trying to be where he is, showing up where he goes, things like that. When you start conversations, how was your day? Lots of follow-up questions, diving in. While he may feel like you're interested and curious, it feels smothering. He won't tell you, you'll just feel it when you lean in this way. You're gonna find that his energy moves back and leans away from you. Pursuing a man is usually met with some kind of retreat, leaning back, loss of interest. If you've been through it, you know. And that's not what most of us want. Number 4 is planning dates. Getting the babysitter, doing the research, figuring out what you want to do, doing all of that planning. You're actually stealing his thunder. He may not complain about it. It might make it easier for him and he thinks it's convenient. He may not say that you're stealing his thunder, but you'll notice if you start planning a lot of dates, he's not going to be the one doing it. This is something that would feel good to you if he was doing it. If you're not doing it, you leave more space for him to do it. Number 5, which is generally associated with women but really isn't a feminine thing to do, is initiating couples counseling. Dragging him into the therapist's office, asking him to go with you. If a man wants to save the relationship or the marriage, he can initiate couples counseling because he doesn't want to lose you. It doesn't mean you shouldn't be open to counseling. If he brings it up or it's something that comes up naturally, you could say that would feel good to you. Lastly, number 6, which seems totally reasonable in a relationship in which you're intimate, is to initiate physical intimacy. No man is going to turn you down, most likely. He's going to probably go for it unless you're really in a bad place. But when you initiate intimacy, you take away his opportunity to make those moves. If you've been doing these things all day, you might be thinking, what am I going to do instead? This is what I do. Well, the first thing I want you to do is simply stop. Simply stop all of those 6 things today. Cold turkey, just for today, one day at a time. You're just not going to do any of them. If you've been initiating a lot of conversations, asking about his day, bringing up the counselor, you're just going to stop doing all of it. That in and of itself, if you didn't do the rest of the things I'm going to suggest, would be enough to make a shift. It might not be in the first day, but pretty quickly you will feel a shift to your benefit. Number 2, when he does initiate, whether it's intimacy, planning a date, a conversation, respond with warmth and openness and appreciation. This should not mean stuffing your feelings. I'm going to do a separate video on how to share your feelings with a man in ways that work and draw him closer rather than pushing him away. It feels different to a man if he has initiated a conversation or asked a question for you to answer than for you to bring it up. It just feels different. Number 4 is going to sound cliche. I'm sure you've heard it 1,000 times. I'm going to put a different spin on it, and that is take care of yourself. Focus on yourself. I do not mean to look beautiful for him. If all the energy around that is focused on winning him back or getting his attention, he's going to feel that energy underneath, and though you look beautiful, the energy imbalance is still there between the two of you. I would much rather see you take that show on the road. Notice other men. If it feels good to you, put on your makeup, get beautiful, get out of the house, get out of your comfort zone, do something different, and notice other men. Start to let them make eye contact with you. Smile warmly. Practice the art of leaning back into feminine energy. Practice leaning back in your chair, leaning back, standing up. I'm gonna lean into this chair. Do you notice how my energy shifts when I lean back? It's more invitational, less aggressive, so that men can move towards you. That will get the attention of your current partner, but it will also get the attention of other men, which is part of how you're going to feel better. Part of taking care of yourself, this is my number 5, is becoming open to other men. This may be controversial, hence the channel name, Slightly Controversial Christian. What I want you to do is be open to other men. If you're unmarried, you are single. I'm gonna do a separate video on that. Definitely watch that one. Why you are single if you're unmarried. If you need to have a conversation to end exclusivity, I'm going to have a video about that as well. There is no reason to be in an exclusive unmarried relationship, something that I call the girlfriend trap, and I will explain it separately. Whether you're married or single, as women, we all have needs for oxytocin, emotional connection, to feel seen, heard, valued, and desired. If you're not getting them met at home from your husband or partner, relationship, or situationship, you still need them met. This is not cheating. I would never recommend that. I'm not saying to sleep around or flirt. What I am saying is start to notice the other men in the world and allow them to notice you. You'll have your wedding ring on. If a man asks if you're in a relationship, if you're married, obviously you're going to tell him that, but allow him to give to you in little ways. Men love to give to women who are good at receiving. Become a good receiver and start receiving from everywhere. Get your needs met. Receive a smile. Let the man open the door for you. Let him pull out your chair. All of those little hits of oxytocin, feeling seen, heard, and valued, are going to build you up. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Don't let an abusive partner or a toxic partner or anyone else tell you differently. This is part of what it means to be a woman, to feel beautiful, to feel seen, to feel valued wherever you go. And the next one I want to talk about is helping others. No matter what part of your journey you're on in your relationship, your gifts and talents, help other people. It feels so good. It fills you up. Whether it's putting the grocery cart back for somebody who left it in the parking lot, or sharing the wisdom you've gained from this with your girlfriends who are also struggling. Helping others always makes us feel good about ourselves, takes our mind off of ourselves, and can take your mind, at least temporarily, off that unsatisfying relationship. Lastly, I want to talk about pouring into your passions. Getting this started has made a huge difference in my life and my relationships. I feel so much more confident because I'm spending a lot of my time doing something that feels meaningful and valuable to me. It's not a distraction, it's purpose, it's meaning. The more I radiate passion, joy, and excitement in my life, that is magnetic and attractive in and of itself. Once you start pouring into your true passions, discovering what they are, it takes on a life of its own, and it's going to change everything. I hope these tips have been helpful. There's more coming. Subscribe to my channel. If you're interested in one-on-one, check out my website, norarosecoaching.com. I am a certified love and relationship coach. I focus primarily on women, providing digital content for men as well. I love to see people happy. I love to see them thrive. Subscribe to my channel, and please like this if you liked it. Thank you for watching.